Okay, I am here in 7.2, day 4, CAMI assignment. I've clicked on my drawing tool, and now I'm ready to draw. Let's solve this equation in number 1. 12.6 plus 4m equals 9.6 plus 8m. I could solve this equation leaving the decimals in it if I wanted to, or I could multiply both sides of the equation by some power of 10 so that I'm only dealing with integer terms. Let's multiply both sides of this equation by some power of 10. Okay, so as I can see, I have 12.6. There is a 6 after the decimal. So there's one digit after the decimal in this term and one digit after the decimal in that term. Okay, so because there's only one digit after the decimal, I need that decimal, right, to go one place to the right. So I can multiply by 10 because when I multiply by 10, that's moving the decimal one place to the right. So let's multiply the left side of the equation by 10 and the right side of the equation by 10. When I do that, that creates parentheses. And so when solving the equation, I follow 5 steps to solve the equation. Step 1 is eliminate parentheses. So I'm going to distribute 12 times 12.6. When multiplying by 10, I move the decimal one place to the right. And so 10 times 12.6 would be 126. 10 times 4m, that's positive 40m. Positive 40m, bring my equal sign straight down. 10 times 9.6, multiplying by 10 is like moving the decimal one place to the right. And so 10 times 9.6 would be 96. And 10 times 8m is positive 80m. Okay, so now as you can see, I have all integer terms. There are no decimals. So I'm going to continue following the 5 steps to solve the equation. I've already eliminated parentheses, and so now step 2, I look for like terms. I look left, no like terms. I look right, no like terms. Step 3, get the variable on one side. Let's get the m terms on the right side so that my m term is positive. So to undo addition, I use subtraction. I'm going to subtract 40m from both sides so that those 40m's cancel. So on the left side, I'm left with 126. Bring the equal sign down. I'll bring the 96 down. 80m minus 40m is positive 40m. Positive 40m. Because my m term is on the right side, I need this number 96 to go on the other side. So I'm going to subtract 96 from both sides. Subtract 96 from both sides. So those 96's cancel. 126 minus 96 is 30. So I get 30 equal to 40. 30 equal to 40m. Divide both sides by the coefficient 40. Okay, so m is equal to 30 over 40, which is a fraction, right? If I divide the top and the bottom by 10, it would be 3/4, right? So 30 over 40 simplified is equal to 3/4. So m equals 3/4, circle final answer. Okay, scroll down to number 2. I have here an equation with fractions in it. So I could solve the equation leaving the fractions in there if I wanted to. Or I could multiply both sides by the least common multiple of the denominators. Or you could say the least common denominator. So here my denominators are 3 and 4. So what would the LCM be, the least common multiple be between 3 and 4? You guessed it, 12. So let's multiply the left side by 12, or 12 over 1. And if I multiply the left side by 12, I must also multiply the right side by 12, or 12 over 1. Now I've created parentheses. I need to distribute to eliminate the parentheses. So 12 times 3/4 m. So I'm going to have 12 over 1 times 3/4 m. I'm going to write it like that for now. I'll go back and cross simplify later. Then I distribute 12 times 2. 12 times 2 is positive 24, so I put a plus 24. I bring my equal sign straight down. On the right side, I also distribute the 12. I'm going to go 12 times 2/3 m. So 12 over 1 times 2/3 m. Don't forget your variable. 12 times 5. 12 times 5 is positive 60. Okay? Now let's go through and cross simplify. So here I have on the left side 12 over 1 times 3/4 m. I have a 12 on top and a 4 on bottom. 12 over 4, that is 3, right? So I can cross out the 12 and make it a 3, and cross out the 4, make it a 1. You could also say that 12 and 4 are both divisible by 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. Okay, now if I multiply, I have 3 times 3 on the top, on the numerators. So of course that's 9. And in the denominators, I would have 1 times 1, which is 1. And if the denominator is 1, you don't need it. So basically, this is 3 times 3m, which is 9m. Don't forget your variable. It's not 9, it's 9m. Okay, I'm going to bring the plus 24 down as well. I bring my equal sign down. Over here, I'm going to cross simplify 12 over 3. Those are both divisible by 3 because 12 divided by 3 is 4 and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So I've cross simplified. So now this is 4 times 2m. That is 8m. I'll bring down the plus 60. Once I get to this point, I should feel very comfortable solving this. From this point on, it should be no problem. I'm gonna combine like terms. On the left side, no like terms. Right side, no like terms. I'm gonna get my n term on the left side so that it is positive. So I'm gonna subtract 8m from both sides. So those 8m's cancel, right? 8m minus 8m, those are gone. So 9m minus 8m, that is 1m, or just simply m. I'll bring the plus 24 down. Bring my equal sign down. On the right side, I only have 60. Okay. So now I'm going to get, since my variable's on the left side, I'm going to get my numbers on the right side. So I would subtract 24 from both sides. Subtract 24 from both sides. So those 24s cancel. So on the left side, I'm only left with m. And on the right side, I have 60 minus 24, which is 36. So m is equal to 36. Circle final answer. Okay, so we just did numbers 1 and 2. You try 3. That one has decimals in it. 4 has fractions in it. 5 has fractions. And 6 has decimals. Okay, show all your work to solve the equation. And when you're done showing all your work, click the Turn In button in the top right-hand corner. I'll look it over. If you have any mistakes, I'll make suggestions so that you can make corrections.